Greetings, fishing fans. We are looking again today at the Northeast United States, the Mid-Atlantic Bight from Cape Hatteras to Massachusetts, Cape Cod area. Looking at the ocean conditions this week. Today is Tuesday, October 18th. And we're looking at sea surface temperature, ocean color, and looking at the overall conditions. We're well into the fall season now, so the temperature is cooling. But when weather permits, there's plenty of options over the canyon areas and even inshore for bluefin tuna now, probably for the next few weeks. So keep track of, keep in contact with us so we can give you the details. When weather permits, there's still some decent water out there. So what are we looking at now? We're looking at the sea surface temperature imagery from the last couple days. And you can notice a big temperature change. You have the blues and greens, your cooler water, your yellows, oranges, reds, the warmer water. The Gulf Stream is now up to 81 and a half, 80 degrees still. What we see is we continue to track this large clockwise rotating eddy that has pulled up some Gulf Stream water over the last few weeks, but now is starting to cool again. This eddy is really the biggest rodeo in town right now. It will continue to move to the southwest over the canyons over the next few weeks. This water is screaming pretty rapidly now, 10 to 15 miles a day or more in this direction. But this water, this is a blue-green. This water is 72, 73 degrees in here, Hudson to Tom's, creating some good conditions where this water is pushing inshore over Tom's Canyon area. We've got another rotation up here in the Hudson. This weekend and last week, there's been reports of mahi, swordfish, yellowfin tuna has been pretty decent in the Hudson Canyon. Even further inshore, you'll see in this area, bluefin tuna action has been reported. So there's still tuna, swordfish, mahi in this water. This, where you see this greener water over the canyons, that's 70, 71 degree water still. There's some decent water over Norfolk Canyon right now, 71, 72, 73. We've got another eddy down in this area, clockwise rotating eddy, pushing some water into Norfolk. Nice filament down here off of the Follow Bottom area for your Virginia Beach, Oregon Inlet crowd. Still some decent edges now. Your Gulf Stream is going to be well defined. But look at how far north this Gulf Stream is pushing. There's another clockwise rotating eddy in this location with some 72, 73 degree water between Atlantis and Fishtails, almost to the 100 fathom curve. 500 fathoms, well, that's 100 fathoms, so it's more like 500 to 1,000 fathoms, but there's some decent water in here still. Cooler water inshore now are in the low to mid 60s. Up in this area, got some clouds here. This green, these are clouds in this area, but in mid 60s in this area. So there's still some good chances for tuna action. And over most of the canyons from Hudson, Tom's, Wilmington, Baltimore, Washington, this is 70, 71 degree water still, guys, that can be productive this time of year, especially for tuna and swordfish. If you look farther offshore, way out east, southeast of Georges Bank, another large Gulf Stream eddy with 75, 76 degree water. This will make its way this way, and we'll be talking about this probably later this winter and into the springtime, perhaps, if it keeps its regular motion. This is a bluer water in this area. Still, oceanographer, canyon, there's still, if you guys can get offshore, this is a nice 62, 63, 60 to 70 degree break is a 10 degree break here. That's pretty decent. So now we'll look at the ocean color, the corresponding ocean color image. And obviously you see the traditional green inshore water moving its way down. This is typical for the fall season. Your main Gulf Stream water is actually a blended blue, maybe even some blue-green. This is, believe it or not, this is still remnants of mixing from the Hurricane Ian from way down south coming through. But lots of blended blue to blue-green water over the canyons for some decent, and here's your eddy here, for some decent conditions still for the next couple of weeks, I would say, or even into November. Look at your bluer water over oceanographer, almost a hydrographer here soon. Looks like there might be some rotation in this area. Here's your clockwise eddy between Atlantis and Fishtails. So stay tuned. We'll do these movies or overall view of the Northeast conditions for another week or two. And then we may cut them off starting in November or so, depending on what the conditions look like. Maybe do them once a month for an update. But stay tuned to ROFFS for the Gulf of Mexico and the Southeast United States off the Gulf Stream areas in the Bahamas for over the winter. So stay tuned and give us a call or go to our website, and we'll dial you in for the better details on where you're fishing. Help you out. All right, over and out. Thank you, guys.